Alright everybody, what is going on? Today we're going to be hopping into Stage 3 of the Supreme Magnificent Battle, formerly known as the Supreme Battle Spectacle, otherwise known by the community as the Blue Zone. That's what some people call this, but I will refer to it as the Supreme Magnificent Battle, or sometimes I might slip up and call it the Supreme Battle Spectacle. Anyway, I decided to make a video on this fight specifically because there is a mission to beat this event with a, what is it? I can go ahead and pull it up right here so that you guys can see it. This mission right here at the bottom. So there is a, mission for clearing it. Just clear stage 1, clear stage 2, clear stage 3. But stage 3 has an additional mission right here that you can see. Clear stage 3 of the Supreme Magnificent Battle with an Extreme AGL, Extreme Tech, Extreme Int, Extreme STR, and Extreme Physical Typing character on your team. Friends do not count. So that's what we're going to be going over today. We're going to be hopping in. We're going to use this first setup here, which is the new Broly setup. And then we're going to show maybe a couple teams that can get this done. So that's going to be my goal for this video. Let me know if you guys are having trouble with this mission and if you'd like to see, showcases of these other two fights. I didn't really do one for stage 2 or 3. I didn't do one for stage 2 just because this is a pretty easy fight. I don't really know that people are going to be struggling with this one too much, but if you would like to see it, let me know. I did use stage 1 in my Broly and Gogeta showcases, so if you want to see me beat God Goku, there is footage of that up on the channel. So yeah, stage 2 is really the only one that I haven't covered on the channel up to the moment, but if you'd like to see it, let me know. I just feel like I have like a huge backlog at the moment, so I'm trying to cover the most important things at the moment. So right now we need to beat stage 3, again, under the special condition, which is a extreme typing unit of every typing. This is probably going to be a bit tough for people, specifically because the STR setups in the game are just not very good right now. I don't know if there's a way for me to sort on the Dokkan info site here by... There might be. Hang on, let me just see if I can do this. Alright, I got it figured out. It wasn't that hard. So these are all of the extreme STR units in the game right now, and you can just see that none of them are really, like, super new and premium units. I think you could get Cooler to work in here, so we're going to actually try a Cooler setup, just because Cooler does debuff, and this Blue Goku is susceptible to debuffing, so specifically attack lowering is what he's susceptible to, so I think you could get some use out of maybe Cooler's team. But yeah, if you go through this list right here, there's just nobody that's really just like worth running in this event. Maybe you could run like a Heroes setup. Possibly you could run like an Extreme Android setup, maybe. But like Android 21's not extreme, so I'm not sure who you would run there. Kid Buu obviously is past his prime at the moment. So I mean, you can just see there aren't many Extreme STR units. I mean, even on Broly's team right now, we kind of have hit. Now, after Cell Max drops, obviously Cell Max being an STR, he is by far the best Extreme STR unit in the game, and is like the second best STR unit in the game, only behind Beast Gohan, right? So, after Cell Max drops, obviously we're going to have like another really good option to run here on like Broly's team, but at the moment, if you're trying to get this mission done, the options are very limited, so I would encourage you to definitely look for characters that can debuff and build your team around that. Again, I'm going to do this first run with a Broly team, and then we're going to hop in again with this Cooler team, and just see if we can, get some success. I do have only 6 attempts here, though, so if we get really bad RNG and I can't even get through the first couple of attempts here, then we may not even be able to hop into the Cooler's team today, but I'll put that out as a separate video if that happens. Hopefully we don't have that issue. Now I'm going to let the cord come back here. All right, there we go. So we want to save the STR orbs for Hit if possible, just because he's going to need them the most. So let's go ahead and grab these for Rose. We'll try to save this nice grouping of STR orbs for Hit. Unfortunately, that means that we won't be able to get an 18 key. No, we will. I forgot. Rose does give like the 2 key support after he gets hit. Remember that he does have that in his passive right here. So you can see right at the very bottom, like the last 3 lines, Super Boss's category allies get 2 key within the same turn after receiving an attack. So after Rose gets hit right here, Broly will get 2 key, which will push him above the 18 key super attack, which will give him like all the benefits of getting an ultra super attack, right? Like he gets defense on an 18 key super attack from his passive. His super attack effect is the 4-turn raise on his 18 keys, so we definitely want to get that. So, very, very good benefits from getting his attack right there. Now, Rose is going to be our buzzsaw for this event. Nobody is going to be doing more damage in here, probably, than Rose. Maybe Broly if we can get him to transform, but for the most part, Rose is going to be doing the huge lion's share of the damage here. But we'll see. You know, possibly Broly could do something crazy. If you watched my 55% max links video, I did show off that I got my Broly to 79%. I just hadn't actually put the, like, orbs in yet, because I wanted to do a 55% level 10 links video for all of the people out there who maybe pulled one copy of Broly, and just wanted to see how he would perform maxed out with no dupes. So that's why I kind of did that showcase, just so that people would know, you know, how that character performs. But I do have my Broly and Gogeta both at 79%. I will do their Rainbow level 10 link showcase videos once I'm able to Rainbow them sometime in the future. Oof, Broly took a little bit of damage right there. Ugh, my apologies. Hang on. I'll fix this in just a second. Sorry, a lot of bad things. Hang on 1 second. All right, my apologies for everything that was happening at the end there. I couldn't explain it to you guys, but I started... So I'm still a little bit sick. So I started, like, a really bad coughing fit right there. But I didn't want to, like, cut the recording and, like, pause because the turn was still playing out. And then we started having a ton of cord issues, so... and then Hit took 450k damage. So what I did, and this is probably going to be a risky play, but I am going to try it, is I actually brought this STR Omega in here. Remember that this STR Omega is very old, but he does passively debuff the enemy by 40%. So, you know, I'm thinking that maybe we can get some use out of that. I'm going to leave this Goku Black on rotation because he does have big bad bosses, and he is also a debuffer, and he's creating rainbow orbs, and he's just really good against a Goku family enemy. So I'm going to leave him here on rotation. I don't know if I really want to put Broly in slot 1 right here, but I think he probably will be the tankiest person. So let's grab these orbs right here for him, and we'll just kind of compare real quick. Well, Goku Black is going to get 9 orbs, so actually he probably would have been better in slot 1. A little bit. He does have type advantage. Broly's guarding, so, you know, it kind of is what it is. Remember that Goku Black does need to get hit to build up. I'm not really concerned about Frieza. It is his first turn. We do have his full damage reduction because he is on rotation with the Super Boss's category ally, I believe is what he needs, so we should be good here. Again, I guess that STR Hit was not as solid as I thought he was going to be. You know, I did not expect him to take 440k on a normal. I knew he wasn't guarding, but we got, what, like 11 orbs or something like that with him, and they were mostly STR. There was a few rainbow in there. So I was a little bit surprised that he took that amount of damage from a normal, but, you know, this boss does hit pretty hard. That's like this Goku's gimmick. I could pull up his stats. It's been a long time since I looked at them. Let me go ahead and see what this guy is at in terms of his stats. So he's only one phase. Oh, I can't pull it up for some reason. Hang on. Can I pull it up on, like, the JP version? There we go. Okay, so he does 600,000 on his attack stat, and then he does 1.6 million, or really 1.7 almost, on his super attack. So I can show you guys right here. So 600 on his super, 1.6 on his... I'm sorry, 600,000 on his normal, 1.68 on his super, but he does get a 50% attack raise. So actually his super is going to be hitting for 1.98 million is how much his super attack does. And then after he super attacks, he's going to be doing 900,000 on his normals. So that you know, that's definitely quite a bit of damage, right? Anyway, we have a pretty solid rotation right here. Do I want to float Broly or do I want to float Vegeta? I could do this. You know, Goku is debuffed at the moment. I have quite a bit of faith in Vegeta right here, but I don't know. A part of me doesn't want to... Like, I want to keep Rose on rotation. I don't really want to float Broly, though, because then we're going to probably end up with a double Broly rotation. Well, I could float Broly next turn, so let's do that. Okay, so we can grab all of these rainbow orbs right here for Rose. That'll be really good. Rose does not have his full damage reduction on this team. Well, does he? Actually, he might. Super Boss, Super Boss, Super Boss, Super Boss. Yeah, I think he does. He only needs, what, 5 Super Bosses? Because he gets 6% per Super Boss. Yeah, so he does have his full damage reduction, actually, on this team right here. So he's got his 60% plus guard in slot 1, so he should be fine. Vegeta, after super attacking, will be good. And of course, Broly after super attacking should be fine as well. Again, we do have this guy debuffed. One other gimmick, if you're noticing right there, Goku does cancel dodge, but he does not cancel nullifications ever since they updated that mechanic. So it's very nice that the nullifications now, they do work, so... Or I guess I'm thinking of the counters, never mind. The nullifications have always worked even if dodge was canceled. I was thinking of the counters. Counters used to count as dodges, and so if you countered a super attack, or like if a boss canceled dodging, and you had like a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right, who had a super attack counter, those super attack counters previously used to count as dodge encounters. Now they count as nullify encounter ever since they introduced the nullification mechanic. That's what I was thinking of. But Rose does have that in his back pocket right there. So we actually got the nullification right there, which is really good. Just because that means, obviously, we don't get hit by the super attack, which is, again, a 1.98 million shot. So if we can avoid taking that level of damage, obviously we want to do that. Now, Vegeta after he super attacks should be fine, even though Goku is hitting for 900,000 right now, and we are class and type disadvantaged, but he is guarding, and he does have damage reduction, and we got a lot of defense raise, and our HP was high, so our defense was higher, and the cord is dying, and that's really cool. Broly's just super attacking. You know, one day you guys might get to see this. He's doing an additional for 6.19. The cord is still not back. Please, Cord, do come back. The people would like to see the footage of you. There we go. All right, so I figured I would just pause and, you know, pause the app. So there we go. Listen, I just loaded in all of my hacks. So now we have the infinite HP mod, we have the infinite attack mod, we have the infinite defense mod, so we're just going to win now, right? So, sorry about that. Let me drink some more water. Ooh. I feel like I'm apologizing a lot in these videos, but, you know, it's what I gotta do. Because I can't, like, whisper into these videos. Alright, so we should be good here. We are passively debuffing Goku a lot right here. And I think I will float off Broly. Now, if Omega gets super attacked, we're cooked. Unfortunately. I mean, he's not going to be able to survive at all if he eats a super attack. So maybe I should float him. I'm very nervous here. I want to put Goku Black in slot 1 right here. I don't really want to float Broly either. This is really tough. Because, like, Omega should be fine against... Well, I say fine. Omega should survive normals. I am very concerned about him against super attacks. I kind of want to do this, but what if there's a super attack in slot 3? I mean, that's 3 attacks there that he would have to take. Man, okay. Let's grab these. Well, let's just do it. Let's just float him. Let's grab all of those. That's 10 orbs for Goku Black. Remember that Goku Black will debuff as well. He does have the greatly lower attack on his super attack effect, so we definitely want that. Omega's got the 40% passive debuff up, so we'll see. We'll see what happens right here. All right, Broly's at a 12 million attack stat. Next turn, potentially, we could activate Rosé's domain. And that would give us a nice buff to our stats. And, well, assuming we make it to next turn. But that would also turn Rosé into, like, a super damaged Juggernaut. But that would be trying to go all out and kill Goku on this next turn. Which I guess we could try to do. We'll be able to get Vegeta's active skill as well, because I think Goku's below 50% HP. So we could get Vegeta's transformation and his active skill. We could get the Rosé transformation. Well, I guess he's not quite below 50% HP yet. We'll see what happens on the rest of this turn. Hopefully the super attack is right here in slot 2. That is what I would want. Okay, that should be okay. Very good, double digits. All right, now I assume Omega can tank 900k normals with all the debuffs that we have going on. He doesn't get any defense from doing an additional here. This could be a little bit spooky. Let's see. 200, and we're dead. We're dead. Unless he dodges one? No. Okay, well, that sucks. That really sucks. I guess I should have left him in slot 1. If I had put him in slot 1, we would have survived right there. Alright, well, let's hop back in. My plan to do a second run in here with Cooler's team is not going as expected. Oh, I gotta go in here quick before that song starts playing. Okay, we still have intros off. We have Omega in turn 1. These rotations are okay, I guess. We'll float off Omega again. Cool. Frieza should be fine in slot 1, so I'm going to leave him there. Let's grab these for Omega. If there's a super attack, it's probably going to be in slot 1 or 2. This guy does have about a 20% chance to super attack, so you're going to see that pretty quickly. Like, if he's going to super attack, it's usually going to be, like, as soon as his cooldown is up. So, we'll see. No super attack so far, but again, I would expect the super attack in slot 1 or 2. I wouldn't expect it on Omega. That'd be really unfortunate if it was on Omega, because that would burn another attempt right here. Extreme STR is just in such a bad spot. I mean, they haven't gotten a buff, basically, since STR Cooler came out. And with how infrequently they buff, extreme units in general, and then you couple that with just, like, I guess STR specifically hasn't gotten very many units, it just feels really, really bad. I'm not sure which typing has gotten the most buffs. I want to say physical. That feels like the category that's gotten the most, but you guys can correct me on that if you want. Okay, no super attack so far. No way he supers Omega, right? No way he does that? Oh, he wouldn't dare, right? Dude, this Goku's got jokes. This Goku's got jokes, man. Alright, we're hopping back in, and I decided to bring Cooler this time. We're kind of on really bad opening rotations, though. That's about how my luck's been going. We'll put the friend in slot 1 because he is, I believe, rainbowed, so he's going to be a little bit more defensive than mine. Plus, he's got, like, a defensive equip on him, so we'll throw him here. No dodge. I think that's foolish, but, you know, build your characters however you want. I'm not here to tell you how you should build them. I would just say that my preference for Broly would be to go for dodge. Because that's really his weakest spot. He is not the defensive juggernaut that people think he is, and he already has so many built-in crits and additionals that you're really just not going to get much benefit out of spamming those on him. That's where I think just going for dodge, which is where you can shore up his biggest weakness, would definitely help him out. I mean, you guys saw him taking 100k there, and someone would say, oh, well, he's not a slot 1 unit. Well, who am I supposed to put there? Cooler? Am I supposed to put Cooler in slot 1 right there? No, I mean, we got the double leader rotation. That's how it goes. If you've ever played Dokkan, you know that the double leader rotation just happens, like, every single turn. So, you know, he's our slot 1 unit here. And you could call that bad luck, you can call it whatever, but, you know, it happens more commonly than you would think. And this, like, if that Broly just had a chance to dodge right there, you know, that could potentially save us 100k, 200k damage. Now we're probably dead here, because we took too much damage from the normals that we couldn't survive the super attack. So I guess this is going to turn into one video of me beating this. By the way, I have beat this with mostly an extreme team. I forgot that Kefla wasn't an extreme class unit, so that's why she's on there. But like, I feel like we should be able to get this done. And we are just having a lot of really bad luck right here. Oh, these opening rotations. I mean, I guess they're a bit better, but you know, this is still pretty abysmal right here. All right. Okay, well, that's not too bad. As long as he doesn't super in slot 1, we should be okay. I don't know that I really want to float Cooler here. Just because, like, I don't want to put him against that many attacks. Man, this is tough. I mean, I really want to float Cooler here because I don't want him on rotation. Man, that's tough. Okay, I guess I'm going to float Vegeta. Let's put Cooler in slot 1 to get the debuffs. Hopefully, Kaioken Goku doesn't super our weakest unit again. If he does, I'm going to lose my mind. But that's okay. I've already lost my lungs. I'm losing my throat next, so I can, you know, we're just working our way up through the body, so we're going to... Mind is next. Hopefully he gives us a huge barrage of super attacks here for the debuffing. This Goku I found usually doesn't spread his attacks out like this. I find that there's generally an empty slot where you can hide a unit. Looks like in this case it would actually be slot 1. Notice how he doesn't have any attacks in that first attacking slot. So I guess in theory, like, that's kind of our hidden spot right there. But, you know, I would have preferred it being like slot 2 or 3 where I could have floated this guy or, you know, hidden him a little bit safer. And only have, like, you know, Broly and Vegeta take the brunt of things. Okay, he's at double digits from normals. That's good. That's really good. That's where I'm thinking, like, you could run in here, I think, with a Cooler team. and have a lot of success, because you have this LR STR cooler who debuffs, you have LR Golden Frieza who debuffs, the EZA STR cooler who debuffs, and I'm sure that there's like a bunch of other, you know, Metal Cooler, doesn't he debuff as well, and he's type advantage, and he has the revive. So Metal Cooler I think could be pretty good in here. I'm just kind of looking at Wicked Bloodline at the moment to get a sense for like the characters that would be good in here. Potentially AGL Metal Cooler. I mean, he debuffs as well. The first form Pod Frieza, he debuffs. So you know what? If this isn't my last attempt, because I'm not sure how many attempts we've burned in here so far today, it's very possible that we are already, like, that we've already capped out on our attempts right here. But if we have another attempt after this and we do die, I think I'm going to come in here with a Wicked Bloodline team, because I'm just looking at this, right? This guy debuffs right here. He debuffs and is a really good tank. This guy debuffs and is pretty good in slot 2. Right here, where is he? This King Cold, he actually passively debuffs as well, if you don't remember. He gets a minus 25 attack debuff in his passive, and then he gets the minus 20% on super attacks. So if we do die, I think I'll hop back in here with a Wicked Bloodline team. I think potentially I could even bring this Frieza. I think with all the other debuffing going on, I could find a place for him. So Wicked Bloodline may be the play here. But let's die first before I start going crazy with the shenanigans. Let's go ahead and grab as many orbs as we can. I'm going to hit the auto battle so it just selects as many orbs as possible. We will grab these, and then Frieza doesn't need orbs. Do we have any int characters next turn? No. So I guess I'll just grab like this. It doesn't really matter. I'll save kind of the rainbows for Rose. All right, Goku Black should be fine in slot 1. He's going to get another debuff off, so that's going to be really good. We get that, you know, greatly lower. If we can keep these going, that would be good. Cooler's going to be pretty good on his next turn. Remember that Cooler's second turn is like his most powerful turn in the entire fight, because he gets like, he should be able to build up the rest of his passive, and he gets like additionals based on how many attacks he's done in battle, and usually your second turn is where you're going to be able to activate all of those. So this next turn should be really impressive from him. We're going to try to keep getting the 12-key super attack. The 18 just gives us attack stacks, and we don't need those. So it's more important that we focus on the 12 keys, which give us the defense raise and the attack debuffing, which are going to be much, much more important for this fight. Also, hopefully Blue Kaioken Goku gives us a nice reprieve and gives us like a slot where there's no attacks, where we can hide Cooler a little bit. That would be the play. You know, this is a little bit of a tricky mission here. I'm definitely not overconfident. Maybe I was a little bit coming into this. I mean, I was bringing STR Omega. I mean, like, you know, I definitely could have won with STR Omega on the team, but we just got like the most unlucky attack placement ever in the world. So of course we could not win under those circumstances. Okay, we'll keep Rose in slot 1. There's only 2 attacks at the end. I'm just gonna hope that what's his name? Bozo. Bozo Cooler doesn't get killed. So let's grab these. We want to make sure that we can only get 1 orb with Cooler. That would be the play. So actually, let's grab all of these with Rose. That's still going to be 2 orbs, so it doesn't matter. Perfect. So now we can grab these with Broly. And then we can get the 1 AGL orb, and we'll do that right there, because Rose's support is only for super bosses, right? Yeah. All right, awesome. Nullify this, please. Nice. Very good, Rose. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, I am a little bit nervous about Cooler, but again, this is going to be his most powerful turn. We should be fine with the debuffs, with him getting, hopefully he gives us several 12-key super attacks. He should be able to tank normals, at least 2, right? Hopefully he's not going to take like 400k, but I am asking a lot of this guy. But we'll see. Especially because he doesn't have like any support. He doesn't have Big Bad Bosses activated. Doesn't have any of his like Wicked Bloodline links, Thirst for Conquest, all that good stuff. So we're going to need a pretty good turn from him, I think. But we should be okay. Really glad I put Rose in slot 1. Just because, you know, he can nullify that super attack. And, you know, he's got his full 60% damage reduction, and he's got the guard. So I was like, okay, he should be good in slot 1 right here. Broly's going to do a little bit of damage here. I feel like we're just kind of stalling out because we're not doing a ton of damage to this Goku. I mean, we're like chipping away his health bar, but we're not like just, you know, evaporating this guy. I mean, how much health does he have? I guess I could go back and look. So he's got 150 million HP. That is quite a bit. Let's see if I can pull up like Fusion Zamasu for comparison. Let me see. If I go to challenge, scroll all the way down here to the bottom. Let's see, where is the Wicked Bloodline red zone? There it is. Or no, sorry, not Wicked Bloodline, the Dismal Future. Alright, so for comparison here, Fusion Zamasu in total across both phases is at 120 million. So Goku is beating that by an additional 30 million. So that's, you know, that's why this fight's going on just a little bit longer here. Plus, I think Goku has more, like, damage reduction, maybe. I can't remember exactly, so... Looks like Cooler is giving us a really good turn right here, by the way. So we should be very, very A-okay. Awesome. Very nice, Cooler. Thank you. We appreciate you. Double digits. Awesome, awesome, yeah. I definitely think you can get this done with a Wicked Bloodline team. That like, further cements that... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get this done. We'll float off Broly here. I'll keep Vegeta just in his base form for now. There's no real reason to transform yet. Goku Black should be fine in slot 1. He might take a little bit of damage if Goku supers him before he gets to attack. But again, we have so many debuffs going at the moment that I am pretty sure that we'll be okay. Let's see. Let us see. Maybe Vegeta would have been the better choice in slot 1 right here, possibly. But I did want to get Goku Black built up. Goku Black needs to take what? Like, I think he needs to take like 15 hits in total to build up like his full crit chance. But I think his defense is 5, so we should be okay right here. 100k damage, not too bad. I mean, he doesn't have big bad bosses or anything activated like that, so not a huge deal. We'll definitely take 100k. Broly should be obviously fine against the normals at the end right here, so I'm not really worried about that. Vegeta's just going to keep stacking and stacking up. Very awesome unit Vegeta is right here, so we love that. Yeah, so next turn we're going to have Rose. We'll be able to get his domain. We'll have Broly. We'll be able to get his domain. Or did we float Broly last turn? Maybe we floated Broly last turn. So we're going to have Frieza. We're going to have Frieza, Rose, and Cooler? No, we floated Cooler. That's right. We had Cooler in slot 3. So Broly will be there with Frieza and Rose. And I'll be able to use Broly's domain. The question is, should I use Broly's domain or should I use Rose's domain? Who do I think will do more damage is the question. Rose's type advantage. But it'll be his first turn as Rose, like his Scythe form. So he won't have like all of his additionals in his back pocket. Whereas Broly's just going to come out screaming. We'll have support from Frieza as well. It's going to be my Broly though, so he's not like the offensive based one. I think I will use Super Bosses, Enemies, and Allies. Extreme Class. So this would actually... Broly's would be better for our entire team. So let's use his. I'll actually play it. Alright, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Here's the domain. Yeah, so since Broly's is actually buffing all Extreme Class allies instead of just Super Bosses, this is better because it's going to help protect Cooler a little bit. So we will do this, I think. Broly has 26% damage reduction. Is he guarding? I don't remember if he guards in his transform state. 26% damage reduction, 50% when attacking, 50% when receiving an attack, launches an additional super, chance of 26%, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so no guard. No, he does guard. Guards all attacks. It's on the first line. I'm an idiot. Okay. Scrub all of these. Remember that we do need to get Frieza 3 orbs, so that is important right here because he's not on his first turn anymore, so he does need to get orbs to get his extra damage reduction now. Alright, Broly should be fine in slot 1. We've got that extra defense now. That's awesome. This will do a little bit. Oh, actually, it does nothing. Okay, never mind. We're down to 2 health bars. I'm pretty sure Broly's just going to sweep. This is probably the final turn, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. Alright. Oh, you know, earlier I was talking about how my Broly could have been better because he could have dodged. This fight does cancel dodge. So if you've made it this far and you haven't left me an angry comment yet, my bad. The friend, you can't dodge in this fight. it wouldn't have mattered if the friend had dodge or not. So my bad. Okay. There we go. That should be the mission complete. We had an AGL, Tech, Int, Extreme, and Physical typing on the team. So that should be the mission done. Hopefully we still have one more attempt. I would like to run one more attempt with the Wicked Bloodline team. Yes, that's the mission done. Let's go ahead and collect it right there. Very nice. Cool. All right, I'm going to build... We do have one more attempt, so I'm going to build a Wicked Bloodline team real quick. Hop in, and we'll try it with that team.
それではお見せしましょう。私の新たなる進化を。わかりやすく金色にしてみましたが、単純すぎましたかね。安っぽいネーミングですが、ゴールデンフリーザとでも言いましょうか。
All right, so here we are. Now, I think the issue that we're going to run into with this team right here is, one, I have one attempt here, and I got all of my slot 1 units on 1 rotation, so that's not good. But 2, I was really looking at it, and we don't really have any Int or Tech characters for Wicked Bloodline for this mission specifically. I think Wicked Bloodline could easily beat this stage, but I don't know that it could get the specific mission done that we're trying to do in here, so... this is the team that I decided on. You know, I definitely should have probably brought maybe STR Cooler instead of this Frieza, but I did want to bring this guy just because, I don't know, he's fun. But yeah, unfortunately, we got really bad opening rotations. This Frieza, I figured, would be the best possible Int unit that I could bring. He does lower attack. He guards against a Goku family enemy, and then he does get 50% damage reduction when guard is activated. I don't know if that'll be good enough in here, but hopefully with all the other debuffs that we're going to have running around, it should hopefully be enough, because, I mean, we're going to debuff here, and then on this guy's 12 key, we're going to lower attack here. And then he himself is going to lower attack, so hopefully that's enough to get the job done, but we'll see, we'll see. All right, Frieza's going to super attack first. Obviously, Frieza's got 90% damage reduction, so he should be fine. Metal Cooler's got his revive, so if he eats a super attack, you know, if it does kill him, he'll be able to revive. We don't have Big Bad Bosses activated with him, I don't think. Yeah, because I think Frieza, like that Frieza on the end there, I think he has some weird, like, Frieza's Army link or something like that instead of Big Bad Bosses, I think. So, we'll see. All right, no super attack on Golden Frieza, of course. Let's see what happens. I wanted to put Metal Cooler here in the middle slot because this is where the most attacks were. I didn't really want to put First Form Frieza in slot 1 and leave him on rotation. So we'll see what happens here. All right, that's good. That's good. All right, the super attack is right here. How much does this do? All right, so we're dead, probably. I doubt this Frieza is taking double digits. I would be so surprised. You know?
口を開けなさい。この世で俺にかなう者はいない。俺が宇宙最強だ。
So, we did survive, but now we're dead. Now, of course, this guy loads up in slot 1. That's about right. I mean, we're dead. Like there is no beating around the bush right here. We're dead. I could use an item just to see how long this could play out. Why not? You know, listen, it's our last attempt of the day. Let's see how it goes right here. So let's grab those. I don't really want to get an 18 key with Cooler, but I also want to free up these tech orbs. But I guess it's not going to matter. We're not going to be able to super attack with them anyway, because if I drop these, it'll just push them over here, like to where these, like it'll push them here instead of, like I would want them to fall this way, and I can't get them to do that. Okay. Let's grab this. There probably was a way that I could have played these orbs better to actually get them a super attack, but I mean, again, we're probably dead here anyway, just depending on where the super attack is. All right, that's good, and we're dead. Okay, well, we had a good run. All right, well, anyway, we got it done. Let me know what teams you guys use to beat this. This mission is pretty annoying, but remember, you don't actually have to do it as a no-item run. There's nothing in the mission right here that says that you can't use items. So, you know, feel free to bring, like, your Whis items, bring your... let's see, how many can you bring in here? Can you bring 2? Let me go to one of these other stages. How many items can you bring in here? See, okay, so 1. But you can bring a support memory. So, you know, bring, you know, obviously Whis is going to be the best item that you can bring in here. This one right here gives you 40% damage reduction for 2 turns. So you could chain that into 4 turns of 40% damage reduction. Obviously, that's going to be really good. Plus, if you bring a bunch of characters that can debuff, that's going to help you as well. And then as far as your best support memory, you know, it really doesn't matter. Bring just whoever you think, like, bring whichever one you think is going to give you the best advantage. If you think it's like this Frieza one, I don't know, he only buffs Planet Namek, but like this one gives you an extra 20% attack for 2 turns. You know, maybe that could be helpful for you. I don't know who else that I would bring in here just offhand. There is the Wicked Bloodlines buffing one, like this one right here, if you did decide to go for the Wicked Bloodline team. So you could go for that. If you wanted to go for like the future setup possibly, or Worldwide Chaos, you could use this one. I bet Worldwide Chaos could get this done. Just like spitballing a team idea right here. Oh, no, I don't want to change that one. Hang on. What does Boo lead again? Does he lead Worldwide Chaos? I don't remember what Boo leads. Where is he? Where's Fat Boo? There he is. Boo leads Majin Buu Saga Sworn Enemies or Storied Figures. So, like, just Majin Buu Saga on its own. What do we have for AGL? Majin Buu Saga. There we go. These guys would probably be fine in here. I haven't actually bought their battlefield medals yet to easy A them, but I bet you could get it done with them on the team. Ooh. My dog is upset about something. Hang on. I don't know, he's real upset about something. For tech, you know, you have like this guy right here. Int, you know, int options are pretty bleak. Well, I guess you have Fat Boo for int. STR, this guy debuffs, I guess. So you could try him. Or maybe this STR Fat Boo. I mean, he did get his Super Easy A. But I don't, or not Super Easy A, his Extreme Z Awakening, but I don't think he's very good. So maybe try that Super Boo and just hope he doesn't die. And then physical, of course, you can bring Boo Tanks and then Super Boo. So I don't know. You could probably get this done with Majin Buu Saga. That's definitely a team that you could get it done with. Worldwide Chaos in general, I bet you could get it done with as well. Let me remove these. This Fusion Zamasu's the leader for it, right? Yeah, so you can bring like him. AGL, you could probably, I mean, you could probably get away with this guy, honestly, so you could bring him. He might take a lot of damage at first, but, I mean, he's probably going to be one of your better options. You've already got Tech covered. For Int, you could bring the Fat Boo, or Piccolo Jr. should probably be fine in here. Again, STR is just going to be the roadblock for a lot of these, and again, you really just have, like, this Boo right here. I don't see a better option in STR. Like I said, STR is just in a horrible, horrible spot. And then you get into physical, and you just have, like, a ton of options. Like, you have, like, these 3 juggernauts right here, right? Like any combination of these 3 are going to take out this event. So, and then, of course, Rosé. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at Extreme Physical. It's like you've got Boo Tanks, you've got the Super Easy A Goku Black, you've got the Super Easy A Kid Buu, and you've got Rosé. I mean, that's like a nice quad. You could probably even bring this guy. This Boo Tanks could probably secretly be pretty good in here. He does passively debuff by 30%. What is it? Yeah, Superclass enemies attack down 30%. So you could probably get some use out of this guy in here. You know, instead of trying to go for like the Wicked Bloodline or like the Super Bosses teams that I did, you could definitely get creative probably with like Worldwide Chaos or something, because a lot of these characters debuff. I mean, like this guy debuffs. We saw this guy debuffs right here. This Fusion Zamasu, he does debuff as well. Remember that on his 12 key, right? No, does he not debuff? Am I crazy? No, yeah, on his 18 key, he greatly lowers attack. Right there, so he does debuff. So anyway, let me know what teams you guys use to beat this. Let me know if you've had any trouble. Let me know if you'd like me to run a specific team in here, if you'd like a different guide on the missions. But I think this video's gone on long enough. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.